I'm Doug Lehman with my co-host Barb Giamanco, and we're the Sales Accelerators, talking leadership strategies to improve your sales performance. Winning and losing the deal. Barb, let's talk a little bit about evaluation time.
Absolutely. I think this is an area, Doug, that is often overlooked and extremely important. It's very important for you to understand why you win and lose deals. And even if organizations do spend the time doing the evaluation, sometimes they're looking more closely at why they lost, but not the win. And I think you need to know why you won, don't you?
Celebrate the wins and have some consistency and continue that process.
That's right. If you know why you won, then you can replicate that. You can make sure that other reps follow those same sorts of steps or process. So you really do have to know why you won and lost. But here's the thing, Doug. Even if you have a process inside your organization, the process usually goes something like this. No, it was the price. No, it was that. You know, there's a lot of assumptions that are being made.
Exactly, but let's focus on the loss now. Why did you lose? Well, the question is why. Maybe you want to ask the question why, or maybe it's not a comfortable thing, but you still got to encounter why you lost so you don't repeat that process.
That's right. I think learning about the win is a little bit easier, obviously, if you've just signed a deal with a customer.
Right.
You can dig in, well, what prompted you to choose us and that sort of thing. The loss might be harder, and maybe sometimes people aren't going to want to tell you. They're going to want to try and be nice. Maybe they don't want to hurt your feelings. So in that case, you know, there are organizations that offer win-loss analysis services that you could engage a third party to help you gather that information.
That's a great tip, and there's a lot of great services out there, and they'll give you, they'll tell you the truth.
Well, and sometimes it's easier for somebody to talk with someone who's an independent, especially on the loss piece of it. Again, a lot of people don't want to feel like they're hurting somebody's feelings by telling them, what went wrong. But it's important to know, because if you don't know, you can make the same mistakes over and over again, and that's just not good.
What about mistakes during the sales process? And I'm talking about a situation where the customer wants to buy, they're giving you the buy signal, and you might be not focused on your game, you just might not want to close at that time. And it goes both ways.
Yeah, it does. Well, and also, I think sometimes people get so hung up, they're caught up in their script, and they're not listening and recognizing that, okay, the buyer, the buyer's ready to go. Stop talking, right, and move the deal forward. Doug, as a sales manager, I've kicked a few reps under the table occasionally to get them to just stop, right, because we knew we were at the point where the customer was talking about what the solution could look like, and they're ready to move forward.
And objections don't necessarily mean you're losing the deal. It's a chance to negotiate, to evaluate, and share some insightful information that may turn that objection into a closed deal.
Yeah, I think some of the best sellers are also some of the people who listen the best, right? And then they pick up on those cues and they kind of run with it. If you get locked into kind of your agenda, sometimes you might miss some critical cues.
I mean, the key here is if you lose a deal or win a deal, evaluate and learn from that. Repeat the positives and get away from the negatives and move on.
Absolutely. And so we talked in another segment about training. And once you know what's happening with losses, there's an opportunity then to do some training and maybe some coaching to help people so that they don't continue to make the same mistakes.
Right.
Let's face it, I think most people wake up, Doug, wanting to be successful. And for sales leaders in particular, that's your job, to help people be good at what they do.
Yeah, you want to be perceived as successful. You want to convey value to your customers, and you want to be a thought leader in the industry who doesn't.
Absolutely.
And you want to win deals.
You bet. Well, that's why we're in sales, right?
That's exactly it. I'm Doug Lehman with my co-host Barb Giamanco. We're the Sales Accelerators. We talk leadership strategies to improve sales performance. Remember to connect, collaborate and close.